Okay, so before we just start playing away, and we'd play the short pattern E, and we'll play the long pattern E. That's E shaped. But check it out. In my guitar, from here's the C shape here, right? A fourth above that entire thing, which is actually the CA shape, we're going to go to the E D shape, and that's way up here. So that's going to get a little tough. There must be an easier way, and that's how I came up with the next chart. I'm going to tell you one thing before we do that next chart. If we look at this entire thing as like one big gigantic baseball card or something like that, okay, and I can't fit the modal. I didn't get the modal for that, but guess what? See this E modal going E, G, A, A, C, D? It's right here. E, G, A, A, C, D, E, E, okay? So it's still there. Look at this thing as a gigantic baseball card, and in the next chart, I did kind of resolve this. I'm going to show you right now. So here it is. It's chart 206, 28 fret 3-tier fretboard. Long and short cage patterns, S-shaped patterns, all of them S1, S2, S3, S4, S5, X3, XL. Play away, meaning that this is the play away zone. This is the pattern zone. Okay, you don't play away here because you'd have to warp it. So you want to see what you're doing. But this is the key. This is the reference. This is the documentation, if you will. You know, this is it. So what happened here? I want to show you. I'm going to do it with line. Wanted to make this so we got a cage shape. So we go C to A to G. We're going to spell the word caged. G to E is going to be right here. E to D right here, and then D. All right, so it's C, A, G, E. Okay, let's try that one more time. Let's try that one more. Let's get that last one again. Where's the action? Okay, the action is right here, the 28 fretboard. Okay, so first let's square off the action. All right, so we got the 28 fretboard is down here. Okay, now we've got the C shape here. The next one is going to be the A shape here. Then we're going to go to the G shape here. Go back to line mode. The G card, then we're going to go to the E card. Now, where's the E card? The E card is right here, being the fourth of C. You see what's on the fretboard from like the previous chart was in fourths going this way, in fifths going back the other way. So now we go from the G overlay or underlay in this case to the E shape. Okay, now of course we're not going to fit the D shape there, so where's the D shape? Up here. So now we got a D overlay up here, the D long. So here's C long, S3XL, A long, S3XL, G long, S3XL, E long, S3XL, but we only got two of them right there, mostly in S4L, and that's nice once you get into that pattern. The D shape, S3XL right there, C-A-G-E-D, and yep, I spelled it twice. So let's go down to this C down here. Okay, and then we go to A being the fourth of, this is how I checked it, the fourth of E is A again. Okay, and then we're not going there, right? That's a fourth away. Okay, so we're going cage the other way. That skips a cage character, but going the other way. So cage backwards, A would go to C, and then C would go to D again in an increasing pentatonic. right? So A we go to C, and then C we go to D. We're going to skip C and go to A in that case. Okay, but remember, in caged, C, A, G, E, D, so A goes to G right up here, and G again goes to E down here, and then E goes to D. So we spelled it twice. C, A, G, E, C, A, G, E, D, C, A, G, E, D. Okay, there it is. Okay, so what is the significance of arranging these big play cards, I call them, in a caged fashion? Because now we no longer have that long of a fretboard. This is the 20, this, let me, so everybody's got this, C, A, G, E, D, C, A, G, E, D. Okay, because I'm going to take it off the board now. Cursor mode. Sometimes I have to just keystroke out of this thing. So let's look at the other chart, and look how long this fretboard is. Okay, this is the long fretboard. I guess in the comments I had done. It's 12 and 1224, and it's something like I don't know, 32. So the way this is arranged is just in fourths, okay? But as you know, the keyboard, the fretboard is like this: C, A, G, E, D. Okay, so we want to look realistically at it, and we don't want such a long fretboard. We're not going to be able to play that because, like I was telling you, here's where my C is. Even if I did this thing in A flat, C, A, G, I'll just do the string shapes. Well, I better do it because A flat will mess string shapes up. C, A, G, E, C, A, G, E, D here. So I'm already on the D shape there. Alright, so C, A, G, E, D. By golly, here's your D shape right here. I didn't even get halfway across this road map, you know, right before I got into, you know, cutaway. So came up with not too much trouble this morning. I came up with this diagram here. Now, sure, this is a fretboard up here, but they're all lined up. What do I mean by all lined up? If we look from top to bottom at this thing, look at this 5 here. So we'll start drawing a line with the box now. Start drawing a line with this 5 down here. Boom. You see we got that 5. So right here, here's the 5. Here's a 5. Here's that 5. Same 5. Here's that 5. Here's that 5. You know? Continuing. Cursor mode. Continuing with that 5. You know, it would go all the way down here. So we can go like the full length of the thing. Let's start with this 2 up here. Let's start with this 2 up here. So this is how this thing is lined up. 2 all the way. 2, 2 on the top fretboard. Okay. 2 and 2 on the long 28 fretboard. And then the bottom fretboard 2 and 2 down there again. So it's lined up. Everything is lined up as good as I could get it, within reason. You know, I put a lot of extra time straightening these things out, like when we do the warp and we cut it out and put it back in. It's not that hard on